The cold wind blows across the frozen land. Long ago, thousands of mammoths lived here. Today, only a few remain. They keep walking through the snow, but they do not know they are close to the end of their story. Mammoths did not disappear in one day. They were lost because many small changes happened over a very long time. Mammoths were close relatives of elephants. The most famous one was the woolly mammoth. It had thick brown fur, a heavy layer of fat, small ears, and huge curved tusks. These features helped it survive the freezing cold. They lived in family groups. Mothers protected their babies, while the herd searched for grass, moss, and roots. Around them lived other giant animals like woolly rhinos, giant bison, cave bears, and saber-toothed cats. For early humans, mammoths were very important. Their meat fed families for many days. Their skin became warm shelters. Their bones helped build homes. Their tusks and other body parts were used to make useful tools. People even painted mammoths on cave walls because they were a big part of everyday life. But the world slowly began to change. About 12,000 years ago, the Ice Age started to end. The Earth became warmer. Huge glaciers melted, snowy grasslands slowly turned into forests and wetlands. The dry grass that mammoths needed became harder to find. Mammoths were made for cold weather. They could not easily live in a warmer world. Food became scarce. Old travel routes disappeared. Rivers became larger, and muddy land made it harder to move. The warmer climate also brought more insects, diseases, and parasites. Every year looked almost the same, but over hundreds of years, mammoth herds became smaller and weaker. At the same time, humans became better hunters. They made stronger spears and smarter hunting plans. A single mammoth was powerful, but groups of hunters could trap them near cliffs, deep mud, or frozen lakes. Scientists do not believe humans alone caused the extinction. But together, climate change, less food, and more hunting became too much for mammoths to survive. Some mammoths escaped to cold islands far from the mainland. On places like Wrangel Island, small groups survived for thousands of years after the others were gone. But these groups were very small. When only a few animals remain, they lose genetic diversity. Diseases spread more easily. One harsh winter or one bad event can wipe out the whole population. One day the last mammoth died. It did not know it was the last. For it was just another cold winter. But for Earth, it was the end of an amazing species. Even today, mammoths still teach us many things. In Siberia and Alaska, frozen ground has preserved many mammoths almost perfectly. Scientists have found fur, skin, bones, stomach contents, and even DNA. These discoveries help us understand what mammoths ate, how they lived, and how they were related to modern elephants. Some scientists are even studying whether elephants could one day carry some mammoth traits. This idea is still being debated, and many people disagree about it. The story of the mammoth is not only about the past, it is also about today. Mammoths disappeared because many problems happened at the same time. Their home changed, food became harder to find, hunting increased, their numbers became too small. The same dangers now threaten many animals, including elephants, rhinos, tigers, and polar bears. When you see a mammoth skeleton in a museum, remember that it was once a living animal. It walked across snowy plains, protected its family, and survived freezing winters. Its story reminds us that even the strongest animals can disappear. The future of many species is now in human hands. The choices we make today will decide which animals are still here tomorrow.